Hello everyone, welcome back to the Wisconsin Greg Show. I'm at White River County Park. I've never been here before, so I thought I'd check it out. It's kind of, I guess you'd say, north of Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. All these years I've never been here before. There's an old barn in the background here. I don't know what the significance or why that's there like that. What's the, I guess just for look. I don't know what they have inside. It's closed. But it's an old one. Doesn't look like it's ever had paint on it. Got an old water pump here. I'm guessing years ago it probably had one of them hit and miss engines on it, but now looks like it's been converted over to a electric motor. Wouldn't doubt if that still pumps some water if you could start that up. I'm not sure if it works or not, but it's kind of interesting to see these. Pretty breezy out here today. I'm started growing my whiskers for the November, no shave November, and I'm kind of thinking maybe I started a little bit too early. It's about 88 degrees Fahrenheit out here today. Looks very, very pretty here. Very nice. The buildings are like, they don't look like they're very old. There's a couple of these buildings like this to have like picnics in, I guess, or sit under. And then the White River is down here. I don't know a whole lot about the White River, but I do remember, I think my uncle telling me years ago, it's like, I don't know if it's the only one or one of the very few in Wisconsin that flow the opposite direction. It like flows to the north. Most of the other rivers and creeks and stuff in Wisconsin flow south. I think it's maybe the only one. I can't guarantee. I don't know about that for sure. You'd have to Google that, but it's kind of odd. It's not something you see every day around here, around my area. They usually all flow south. Very nice area to have a picnic. I think there's trails along here. I'm gonna go see if I can walk along the trail and see what it's like. So I figured I'd bring you along with me. Since this is new to me, it can be new to you too. Maybe some of you have been here before. I do believe there may be more than one White River Park. I'm not positive though. I'll try to leave the address for this one in the description of this video so you don't get to the wrong one or something. I did I went to another location that I thought was kind of the same deal, but I couldn't find nothing there. It was just a country road. Look at all those rocks. Very pretty. Be a very pretty area to come down here, do a painting. So let's go around the edge here, and I think there's a trail. I didn't do my studying too well here to see if there's more than one trail to go on or anything. I didn't, so just kind of winging it here. I'm guessing by the looks of this park ain't too old, because look at all these trees. They're still like being just started. They got fencing around them and stuff like they're new, and the buildings are fairly new. So I don't know. Interesting. I don't know if there's a trail this way. That might be just to go fishing or something. Looks like there's a trail, more of a trail up here. I hope all you're doing well out there. And I hope it's a beautiful day where you're at. We could use quite a few more beautiful days before winter gets here, I hope. Had a lot of stuff going on lately. I went to breakfast this morning with an old boss of mine that was my boss probably, I don't know, I'm guessing he was like 25 years plus years ago when he was my boss. It was very good seeing him and his wife this morning. He always went by Friendly Fred. That was his name. That's one boss I always got along good with. The only reason I left that job is for better benefits, which I'm kind of glad I did nowadays, because I did end up with pretty good 401 at the other place and benefits, health insurance at the time and stuff. So now I'm retired. Yep, those were the days, let me tell you, working 2 or 3 jobs at one time, farming and working in a factory making chocolate. Before that it was farming and an auto mechanic. Tomorrow I get to go to a birthday party, my girlfriend's son, so that'll be fun. I'm sure her son will be excited. He's a good kid. I guess if I get lost, I've always got the video I can rewind and just go backwards. Looks like they got some little pathways down to the river. Yeah, these pathways are pretty well used, but they get a lot of foot traffic here. It looks like people might do a lot of fishing in here. Not very deep. Looks like it's only about 12 inches or less. Maybe more like 10 inches. Right there, anyways. I don't know too much about the White River. I don't think I'm going to go too far today because it's pretty warm out, almost 90 degrees. It feels better here without the sun shining on you in the trees here. Nez Lover made a little video about little Wisconsin Greg. She got a little stuffed, I don't know what you call it, stuffed toy, stuffed, not an animal, stuffed toy I guess. And she always thinks it looks like me. So she made a little video about that. That's pretty cute. I'll try to leave the link in the description. Go check her channel out. She's been a big supporter of my channel for a long time. So hopefully you guys can go over there and watch her video and tell her Wisconsin Greg sent you. Very, very nice trails through here. Right now, I don't know how it is when it's muddy out. We're pretty dry right now, but right now it's really nice. The leaves are starting to fall. They ain't really too pretty yet. I say we got a few weeks yet before we hit the peak where they get really beautiful around here. I did see some pictures from way up north, and they're already getting some pretty good color in their trees up there and the leaves. I'm down more near the southern border, near the Illinois border, probably about 14 miles north of the Illinois border. Gonna take quite a bit of work to keep these trails open, I would think, or keep them wide and keep the brush from growing shut. Every year I got to keep that up. These things really grow. I know I got a little trail and a little pathway in my woods, and it's a job to keep it open. Sure, they got some pretty good tools for that, doing that nowadays, especially with this long of trails. So peaceful here, very quiet. Was a little noisy by the road, but back here it's really nice. Like I've said in my past videos, the last few videos, I want to thank you all again. You're getting really, really good views on my videos. Thank you. I appreciate it. It all helps. The more you comment, the more you like, the more you subscribe, all helps me get more people watching my videos. That's just how YouTube works. They release them more, let more people watch. So thank you. I do really, really, really appreciate that. Doesn't cost a penny to subscribe. Just remember that. I think a lot of people think it costs money to subscribe. All it does is let you know that I'm releasing a video, or when I release a video. So don't be afraid to subscribe. Little pond here, it looks like. That's interesting. Wonder if the river run underneath here and then they made a pond and it runs back out of here or something. Huh. Pretty pretty. Look at that blue reflection in there from the sky. Cool. I'm going to continue on the same path I was on so I don't get lost here, because I don't know this part at all. Never been here. Look at this washing away from the rain and stuff. I don't know if there was a board here and it just went right over the top of it. Huh. Look at that. Shadows from the trees. That's what you want to do. That's just kind of stuff you want to have in a painting like that. That gets you some attention on your painting when they see that. Makes it more exciting. There's some pretty big trees back in here. Some of them probably been around since the Civil War. I don't know. Boy, I probably should have kept track of where I'm going better. I can see me getting lost back here. This looks really cool. And that bridge. See, they got pictures of snow skiing. This would be really nice back here for snow skiing. Or maybe they're just hiking. But I don't know. Maybe they can snow ski here too. I'm thinking they could. It says this bridge was put up in 2015. Pretty nice shape yet. A lot of upkeep staying in this wood all the time. Holy cow. The dead end bridge. That's different. Or maybe you can get out of there. I guess you can walk around. There's a pathway coming out of there. Huh. Interesting. I want to go back up on the top of the bridge here and look over at the water. Very, very pretty. Peaceful. Holy cow, so peaceful. No, I hope you can hear the water running. Oh, this will work with the sun being over here. Hopefully you can see this side too. I'm going this way. I'm gonna have to bring Monica over here when we got more time so we can check this place out on a longer hike. They did have a thing up there by where you park with, I believe it's alcohol and a little thing to pull ticks off. I guess the ticks are a bad thing in the area right here. Hopefully I don't get none of them on me. These things are bad. Some of them are. The tiny ones seem to be the bad ones. If you ever see a bullseye rash on you, I guess you're supposed to get to the doctor right away so they can give you some, I think it's antibiotics, but I'm not sure. Huh. I don't know where I'm going here. There's paths everywhere. You can get lost back here real easy, I can tell you that. This goes up a pretty steep hill. I don't know if I should be doing this. Old man on a hot day. With a partial beard started. Should have brought a water with me. I have to keep reminding myself I ain't no spring chicken anymore. Even though I do feel pretty good most of the time. Except I do have neck pain once in a while. But other than that, I'm pretty good shape. Trying not to breathe too heavy into the camera, into the microphone. I think I'm almost to the top. I can hear the water, but alright. Oh, just barely see it. I don't know if you can see it down there. It's a long ways down there. Well, I would recommend this park from what I've seen so far. It seems very, very nice. Maybe come on a cooler day though. In a week or two, a couple more weeks from now, it'll be cooler. I believe. Never can tell in Wisconsin. It's getting that time of the year, it should be cooling down. I hope all you guys and girls that are watching this are sitting in an air-conditioned space, enjoying it. Yeah, I didn't even know this park was here. Kinda glad I found it though, 'cause I'll come back here again. And there's paths that go everywhere. Another one that way. There's different color paths. I don't know, I haven't been paying attention, I've just been going wherever. Gosh, I need to really go home and study this and decide which one I'm going to stay on. This is supposed to be a little quick checking it out today. Another path going that way. Another one going this way. I'm gonna head back this way and try to head back towards the car. Hopefully I think I got the right direction. If I see the river, I can probably tell I need to go like I'm fighting the river instead of going with the river to get back to where I'm going. Another little wooden bridge, pretty cool. One looks older. Man, I can't imagine having to stain these things every 3 years like I have to with my deck. Holy cow. Suppose they just spray them, I don't know. Alright. This is pretty beautiful. Really, really cool. Very pretty. I'm gonna head back. I'm not gonna go crazy today. It's a little hot today. Oh, it says this one was put up in 2015 too. They must have put a lot of bridges in here, or walkways in 2015. The step off right here, you be careful you don't fall. Yeah, I bet you can go for miles and miles and miles. There's another pathway going that way. Try to head back here. A little map. Guess we're on the blue trail. So over here, I gotta get all the way back to here. If I stay on the blue trail, that ain't gonna do it. I gotta get back to the red trail somehow. Huh. I guess maybe I better not go this way. Maybe I better go back until I find some red arrows, red trail markers. Alright. Well, you're probably not going to want to see my walking back towards the same area that I just was. So I guess I'm going to end this for you guys. So it's not too boring. You might be bored out of your rocker already. So anyways, I'm going to let you go. And thanks for coming along with me for this little short walk. And I'll catch you on the next Wisconsin Greg Show. I hope you enjoyed coming along with me today. Have a great weekend, everyone. Bye now.